system. Let's turn it up. A little louder, turn it up.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson looking to throw right away. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. They'll get this to Mwangu. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. Doubled the run gain.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Davis now. And he fires one incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Chubb on the counter, and that one going nowhere from the start. In the backfield and goes backwards.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch out now. 50 Fury. 22 middle. 6. Heather. Ready?
Here's Mon. They're going for it. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. And why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Browns at 6 and 4 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Field, black. Black ultra. Quad red. Red, yellow. Set.
Mon looks to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Bro, 52. Ready?
A quick throw now complete to Ross. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hey, red. You, yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go with Chubb on second down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Mon. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 19-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kene Nwangu with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Mon now off of play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. David Ajabo in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. On 4th down, Mon. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Complete to Anthony Schwartz. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Here we go. Edo Blue. 52 blaster. Ready?
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's got room. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Okay, ready? Green Jack. Ready.
And they go play action here. Mon. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go. Here
So
we go.
now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Red cycle. 6. Mega. 10.
Off the play fake. Mon. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go. Set.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Mond's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, here's Mon. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Right blue. Blue the striker.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mon. The throw out to Ross. He's got it. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They will run with Grant. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
They'll look to run with Nwangu, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Mond's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Mond to the air on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Patrick Queen, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the interception, here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Adafe Owe charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mond going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now Mond. Buying time to his left. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Mond looks to throw on first down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Second and 2.
Black shot. Light blue. Blue striker.
Mond looks to throw. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Yellow blue. Green jack. Red cycle. 6 mega. White, white.
Back to throw again. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Cooper, the man in motion left.
Steel black. Black ultra. Claw red. Grill yellow. Grill green.
On first and 10, here's Mond. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Cluster 6. Black shot.
Here's Mond. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
22 yards there, a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Play action. Now Jackson. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd-and-1, Jackson. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mon now off of play action. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Green Jack. Jack Fury. Red cycle.
On 2nd and 10, Mon. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets him a little bit closer. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Jackson now. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Grady Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Maybe get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level is what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. There he goes left side. The 30. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Forward.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of the first down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all.